All right, Sony commits to day-and-date PC launches for live service PlayStation titles, but it won't do it for games we really want. Okay? If you like stories like this, we read stories, news stories each day, Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning till noon Eastern. I give you my thoughts. I read it for the first time on stream. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. So, Sony's senior vice president has confirmed and plans to further embrace PC players, but stop short of putting single-player games on the same day as on console. Okay. The launch of Helldivers 2 on PlayStation console exclusive day and date, also on PC, has also been nothing but a runaway success. One of the year's most popular titles, most of us hoped it would set a precedent for Sony to put more of its games on PC at the same time as its consoles. That appears to be the case going forward, but only partly. At a Sony business event via Tom Warren, Herman Holtz, soon to be the Sony's co-CEO, has also been talking about the PlayStation plans for future games. Sony will indeed put more games on PC on the same day as console, but is limiting them to live service titles like aforementioned Helldivers 2. Okay. The shortened version is that the games that Sony can generate a consistent income stream from PC players can join in on day one, and for single-player narrative-focused titles, that's not going to be the case. The strategy apparently is to drip-feed these onto PC, in the hopes that players will then drop close to $500 on buying a PlayStation 5 to play the newer titles and sequels. Okay? And yes, let's all do that. I'm palming my face pretty hard right now, as Tom Warren wrote. Is this Tom Warren, or is this... This is Richard. Richard wrote this. Because where the Xbox has a larger presence in cross-platform to offset shortfalls in console sales, and of course, now insanely stacked first-party portfolio, Sony is still pushing hard to sell as many consoles as possible, but still feel like it's a mistake. Okay? He says, for one, this model expects that PC gamers are going to throw another $450 minimum on a piece of hardware to play some games without needing to wait for them on PC. Gamers are known for spending money, but that's a big ask. Yeah, as I said in the last article, I don't see PC gamers spending an additional $450 to $500 to get the console and then spend an additional $70 to get the game. So now you're asking them to spend $570 to $600 just to play the next God of War, the next Horizon game, where they would just rather wait. They would rather spend that money and put it towards a new graphics card, I'll be honest with you, down the road. It says, I've little experience on my own that fits into this too. When the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X launched close together, I went out and bought both. I'm heavily invested in Xbox ecosystem, so the latest console where it was no-brainer. The PlayStation 5 was always a second fiddle, and I don't have it anymore. I didn't use it, so I sold it. The only first-party games I was excited for were like Spider-Man 2, okay, and Wolverine whenever that appears. And I felt silly keeping it around for that, especially since one day you'll expect Spider-Man 2 to join the first two games in a series on Steam. Right, and that's the whole point. It's like, if I waited so long to get that, and this goes for any system. This goes for any system. Exclusive games. If I had to buy an Xbox to just play Halo, I'm not buying an Xbox to play Halo. I can play Halo on PC as well. Right? I'm not going to buy a console for one game. It has to be a really big game. And we've talked about this in the past with Grand Theft Auto 6. If it comes out and it's exclusive for PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 6, whenever it comes out, then I would probably get a PlayStation 5 because obviously as a content creator, I want to play that game. I want to cover that game. I want to enjoy that game. And if it's only on one console, then that would sell. But that's one game. I'm personally not a person that would do that for like a Madden or a Call of Duty, or something with timed exclusive for Deathloop, for a Starfield. Just not there. It's like one game, right? You have to be a really big fan, or there's a back catalog that you're looking for, right? Like you've never played any of the God of Wars or the Spider-Man, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to pick up a PlayStation 5, and I'm going to pick up all the God of Wars. I'm going to pick up all the Spider-Man, and I have like 5-6 games to play. Then there's something there. But other than that, I don't see people that own a PC to go, hey, I'm going to spend another $600 just so I can play the next Horizon, Forbidden West or whatever it is. He says, so it's good news situation. Sony seems to think it's good strategy to help them sell a few extra consoles, but honestly, I'm not sure. Not so sure. I'm still waiting for Spider-Man 2 on PC, and I haven't got FOMO and gone out and bought another PlayStation 5 to play it. I doubt I'm alone either. I don't think you are alone. And I haven't bought a PlayStation 5 so I can play Spider-Man 2. I'm just going to wait for it to come on to PC. And even then, there's other games that have already been in the cycle that I can wait. I waited this long, so why can't I wait another 2 years or wait another 3 years? It's not a big deal for me personally to like keep up with the Joneses, to like play the latest, greatest games. It's a single player game, right? It'll be there 5 years from now. It'll be there 10 years from now. And if it's not there 10 years from now, they'll do a remaster. Okay. Hell, they did a Spider-Man remaster, 4 years after the last game came out. They had Spider-Man, then they remastered Spider-Man for Miles Morales so they could sell Miles Morales with Spider-Man. So I don't like this FOMO type of stuff. I think it's a poor decision for PlayStation. I think they're, and this is coming from a tourist, right? I'm born in May. I'm very stubborn and set in my ways, okay? But I think PlayStation's being stubborn right now. And it has nothing to do like, well, Microsoft is doing. The industry is going in a certain direction, okay? And they've already adapted, and they've done quite good with at least putting the live service games over on PC and PlayStation at the same date. They were going to do that. They're making changes to the PSVR 2 where they're making PC games play on their headset and also the PlayStation games, right? These are smart business moves, right? They're investing more into movies and whatnot. They have their Sony group. They have, or for music, they have a lot of things. They've invested heavily into anime. They've done a lot of good things to get revenue from other sources for Sony. I think this is one of the stubborn decisions to go, you know what? Nope, we need you to buy a PlayStation 5. Okay, like this is the centerpiece on your coffee table. Okay, I think they would have well more sales. Honestly, I think if God of War came out, Ragnarok came out on PC day and date, not only would you sell 7 or 10 million day one, okay, you would sell more than that within the first month because people want to play your games, but they also don't want to be told that they have to buy your system. They would rather wait when it comes out 2, 3, 4 years later, like Ghost of Tsushima came out. Ghost of Tsushima is very successful, okay, for what it is. Okay, I think it would have been much more successful if it came out day and date, but that's like another time zone, right? Another universe. That was 5 years ago. The landscape of video games has changed a lot since the consoles came out to what they are today. So I think it's a poor decision on Sony. I do think that it is going to happen. I think they will change their mind, just like PlayStation, or I'm sorry, just like Microsoft said. You know, it's a case-by-case scenario. Only these 4 games are coming over. As of right now, yeah, that's what it is. But I think more games will go cross-platform because that's Microsoft's business model. They're trying to get as many people's hands as possible, many screens as possible. Sony's business plan is to sell consoles. Well, that console market is a saturation point. And if they want to get past that, they're going to have to do day and date for their first-party titles in the future. These are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Please make sure you share, like, and subscribe. What do you think? Do you think that Sony will do day and date on these consoles down the road? Like, obviously, this year, they're not doing it, okay? But once another game comes out and they start selling more copies day one on PC, is it going to come sooner rather than later? Let me know in the comment section down below. Please make sure you share, like, subscribe. And if you like what I do here, please make sure you check out some of our other videos. Thanks for watching.